did not send us because they thought we could do it. We are here because they are sure we cannot.
Hi, Mr. Perry. How are you? Pleasure to speak with you today.
Hey, Brenda. Who's that on the wall behind you?
That's Lorenz taking me along from Love Jones.
Love Jones. Got it. And you got your Christmas trees up and everything. Okay.
My Christmas tree is up. My wedding bouquet is right there. Just a lot of things, okay, that make me happy.
Yes, Love Jones and Christmas trees. I love it. And wedding bouquet. Yeah.
Yes. And obviously, speaking to you, I'm a longtime fan. So congratulations on your new project, The 688. So obviously, you are known for creating stories of purpose. What about this real life story actually struck a chord with you?
Well, when Nicole Avon called me up and said, she sent me the scissor reel and I watched it, I go, this is a joke, right? There were 855 Black women in the war, in World War II, and nobody knew. She's like, yeah, we have to tell the story. So that drew me to it. But then I immediately found out there were some surviving members, and I flew down to Vegas and met one of them, Lena King. And sitting there with her, I was like, oh, she was clear, 99 years old, in her right mind. Her memory, her recall was amazing. I was like, I've got to do everything I can to honor and celebrate these women.
Now, in a time where Black history is under attack and being suppressed in many areas, how timely is a story like this to bring to the world?
You know, I think if my whole life, I found myself in these pretty profound moments. I didn't know all of this was going to be happening when I started writing this story or telling this story, but it just happened to fall just as it should. So it's really important that we as Americans know when you try to write out one part of history, you just do a disservice to all of our history. So this isn't Black history. This is the history of America, and it should be told.
Now, you spoke about meeting Miss King when at the time she was 99 years old. Talk to us a little bit about what you took away from your interaction with her.
I just loved her. She was so adorable. And you know, I didn't know what to expect because she was, you know, again, 99, and I didn't know if she was going to be feeble or if they're coming in a wheelchair. This woman walks in the room with her hair and her makeup done, and she sits down across from me and says, Mr. Perry, it's such a so lovely to meet you. And just having those moments, I tell anybody, if you get an opportunity to sit with somebody who is almost 100 years old, do it. Do it, because the wisdoms that they spew is really amazing.
Now, having this film on Netflix, on a streaming service, obviously it is allowed to reach a wider audience. Was that intentional on your end?
From the time I stopped doing a lot of film in theater, I still love theater. I would love to do films that go to the movie theater houses, but Netflix has been really, really good to me, and also a place where all of the myths about Black movies not doing well overseas has been dispelled, because every time something drops on that service that I've done, it's been #1 in many, many countries. So that's been very, very helpful, and to not have to fight to try to be seen in other countries.
Now, you're working with Carrie Washington again on this project. You guys have worked together before, I believe twice before, on For Color Girls and is it The Peoples or?
The Peoples, yeah, Peoples.
Yes, The Peoples.
Yeah.
What about her makes her such an amazing leading lady from your vantage point?
Well, just not only the fact that she's incredibly gracious and graceful and wonderful to work with, but she also has these gears as an actor that she'll shift on you. And I knew that if I got her in this role and I pushed her and challenged her, she would show up in a way that made people go, whoa, I didn't see Olivia Pope. I saw Charity Adams. And everything she did was really, really wonderful to lend into that point.
Now, you also have Susan Sarandon in this film, which she's one of my favorite actresses. And obviously, you know, Queen Oprah is in it. You get to work with so many different legends across so many different projects, and you always treat them with the utmost honor and respect. And it's a known fact that you pay the best in the business and you really take care of those who should be taken care of. Why do you continue to do that in a time where that's not necessarily the case?
Well, that's why it's so important that people know that they are valued and worthy and they deserve it. And it doesn't matter what your color is or where you come from. If you're in this business, you should be treated like everybody else who's had the same or lesser success than you have. So that's what I try to do in my work and at the studio and everything that I'm doing. I'm trying to elevate as many people as I can.
You've mentioned that you worked with Netflix before. This is not your first Netflix project. What about Netflix makes them a great partner for you?
Just also the entire team that's there, just like they get it, they understand what they know their business, and they also know what they don't know, and they also know that they want to have a part of my audience. So to have that kind of camaraderie come together and it work, and there's great synergy and great, and when I pick up the phone, I can talk to, you know, the head guy or somebody who's running marketing all, you know, in 2 seconds. So it's been really great.
And you've really been a pioneer for having creative control over your work since the start of your career. And that's something that we're seeing more and more. Do you feel as if you get credit for kind of setting the blueprint for that in the industry?
I don't know if I get the credit. Really don't need it. What I want to do is have more and more people lean into having their own stories be able to be told the way that they wanted to, no matter what your race, no matter what you come from, because that's what worked for me, telling our stories the way that they came out of me from where I come from. So if that helps somebody else to get that freedom, then so be it. God bless them.
Now, going back to the movie, what are you most excited for viewers to see and take from a story like this?
Just the entire story of what these women did, the dignity that they showed up in, how incredible they were. One of my favorite scenes is the march. The other favorite scene is the over my dead body scene. I get chills thinking about it. So it's the whole movie.
Well, it was an honor and a pleasure to speak with you today. Congratulations again on the film, and hopefully we'll chat again soon.
Thank you, and Merry Love Jones Christmas.
Thank you so much.
Take care, my dear. Take care.